In this video, I'll be showing you how you can edit this studio image and make it pop. So in this tutorial, we shall be learning how to fix the background to make it pure gray, and also how to make the colors pop, especially in the outfit. And later on, we shall be fixing or working on the colors of the skin tone to make it nice and even or uniform. So in case you want to download the raw file to practice and follow along with, simply check the link in the video description. So the very first step to editing this very image is first of all importing it in Photoshop. So you can drag and drop the image in Photoshop to open it up in Camera Raw. So in Camera Raw, all we have to do is correct in the light and contrast issues first. So for this, I'm just going to come and decrease on the highlights, and I'll just take the white slightly down. I'll take the blacks down and open up the shadows to recover information in the darkest areas of the image. And I'll increase on the contrast and simply open up on the exposure of this very image. So this is what we have right now. So the next step is going to be working on the background and fixing it to our taste or to our liking. So we shall come and create a mask by coming right here and simply coming to select background right here, and Camera is going to help us select the background. Once the background has been selected, we shall come to the temperature and simply take down or add more blues to the background, and that is going to make it gray. Then once we're done doing that, we're just going to come to adjustments right here, back here, and simply come and add a tiny bit of vibrance to make the colors pop in the image to about 3. That looks okay. Then we shall come to our mixer panel right here, or the mixer color mixer tool. And in the color mixer tool, we have the mixer and point color. So mixer has these colors as stated, and each color has hue, saturation, and luminance adjustments. And point color basically has only this color picker tool. So this color picker tool can help you sample more colors than the ones stated under the mixer tool. So for this, I'm just going to use the point color, get the color picker tool or the point color tool and click on that area, and you can increase on the saturation like that to make that color pop. And by the way, hue is all about changing a color, saturation is the intensity of a color, and luminance is the brightness level of a given color. So we're going to come back to the mixer, and in the mixer you can decide to darken. So luminance is the brightness level of a color, so you're just going to slightly darken on the outfit color to make it even have more richer colors. Saturation is the intensity of a color. You can decide to increase on the intensity of that given color. And hue is all about changing a color, so you can make the color like or move it towards the purple side, or you can make it towards the red side. So for this, we are going to leave it the way it is. So this is what I've been able to achieve right now. You can see before and after for just Camera Raw adjustments. So in case you want to make the image pop even more, we shall come to the calibration panel and come to blue primary, and since blue primary deals with the reds, greens, blues, so you can see if I take the saturation down, you can notice that it is going to make the image desaturated. And in case you want to make the whole image pop, simply move this towards the right hand side, and that is going to make the colors pop in the image. So about 3 is okay. Then you're going to come and open the image in Photoshop. So click on open to open the image in Photoshop. So in Photoshop, we are going to be dealing with the skin tones or skin color of the subject. So in order to deal with skin tones of the subject, we are basically going to create another layer from the background by pressing Ctrl J, or you can use Command J on the keyboard. And after creating that, you're just going to use a simple tool, that is using the solid color adjustment layer. So just come to adjustments and simply select solid color. And for your case, the color displayed right here may be different from mine right now, but you shouldn't worry about this. So just come and click on OK. Then turn off the solid color layer and double click on this color right here to open up the color picker for the solid color. So for this, we basically want to sample a color of our choice regarding the skin tone of the subject. So we are going to zoom in by using Command plus on the keyboard, or you can use Control plus on the keyboard. And we are going to move around and we sample a color of our choice or preference regarding the skin of the subject. So usually we use the face as a reference point, a good reference point. So for this, I'll just come and sample. So I'm just going to sample from about this very area around here. So I'm just going to sample from this particular area. I'm just going to sample about here. So look for that area that has a skin tone that you want or prefer, and that is going to be working more as a reference. So in case the skin color is oversaturated, you can simply reduce on the saturation of that given color. So I'll just go with about this very area and click on OK. Come and turn this layer back on and change the blend mode from normal, and we shall change it all the way down to color. Then with this white layer mask selected, press Ctrl I, or you can use Command I on the keyboard to invert this. Then with the brush tool selected, make sure it is a soft round brush. The mode is set to normal, opacity and the flow at 100%. Then make sure to have black and white on these two color swatches. In case you have any color that is not black and white among the swatches, simply press D on the keyboard, or you can click on the tiny swatches. Then make sure white is the foreground color. You can switch between black and white by using X on the keyboard, or you can use this arrow key right here. So once you're done doing that, make sure white is the foreground color, and all you have to do is to brush over the skin area like that. So take your time as you're brushing and be careful with this step. And by the way, in case the skin color is not perfect, we are going to refine this color of the skin later on. So don't mind about the color that may not look perfect at this very point, because we have to refine the color so it can look natural and it can look a little bit more realistic. So I'm just going to paint right there. So you can see right now we are trying to create even skin color or even skin tones for our subject. So every area has to be worked on or painted at this point. But remember, we are painting using a white brush on this black layer mask at this point. So don't forget the hand. So for whichever area that has skin tones, we shall be painting on that given area so that we can create, or we can make the skin color uniform at this very point. So you can see the hand now is now looking like the face at this point. So you're just going to come to the other areas of the image like this and reduce on the size of the brush by using the bracket keys on the keyboard, the square bracket keys on the keyboard. So you can see this. So in case you painted extras, you can always switch the brush back to black as the foreground color, and that is going to help you erase colors from unwanted areas and paint colors regarding the skin tones. You can use white. So I'm just going to come and paint on the lower part of the body, which is the legs. So I know right now the colors may look a little bit awkward or unrealistic, but we have to fine tune this to look natural and look real. So I've painted majority of the areas, and you can see that we have a little bit of color spill in certain areas, and we want to fix those later on. So I'm just going to quickly paint on these particular areas. Like I said, to correct these extra colors in certain areas, all we have to do is switch the brush to black, and black is going to help us erase the colors from certain areas. So I'm just going to zoom out, Command 0 to zoom out, and you can see right now we have this kind of color over this very image. So don't forget the lower part of the legs. Just get a very small brush and paint in these particular areas like that. So I'll quickly paint in those particular areas. Like I said, every single area that has skin tones should be brushed on. So just use your simple white brush and paint on those areas. So let's try to get rid of these colors in areas where we have color spill. So use black as the foreground color, and all we have to do, just get a very small brush and brush on the edges to remove that kind of color spill. So you can see we have removed it from these areas like that, and also brush in those particular areas. We have some color spill right there. So take your time as you're doing all this. So I'm just going to use Command 0 to zoom out. So the color looks unnatural and unrealistic. All we have to do is coming to the opacity and reducing on the opacity of this color like that. So we shall go with an opacity of about 39%. You can see the before and after. So in case the skin is looking too orange or too reddish, just come and create a hue and saturation adjustment layer. Then come and target the reds and can simply take down the lightness of the reds, and you can change the hues of the reds by introducing in more greens like that to make or to reduce on the amount of reds or oranges, especially within the skin tone. So this is it for this video, and I hope you have learned a thing or two from this video. Ronix from Ronix Photography. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in yet more videos on this channel. Don't forget, keep practicing, and as well keep creating.